welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Call of the Wild the Angler, where last episode we got through, I think, all of Ruby River Range's challenges in the journal here. Let me just do a quick check. We moved into Emerald Plateau because I think we'll start tackling that, but going through, yeah, it looks like everything for Ruby River Range is completed. So we've got, let's see, actually that's not too far off for a map challenge to go for that one. We've got gold rank golden trout, gold rank kokanee. I should check and see. Okay, I don't have the gold trout hook size written down, but I believe it should be a hook size of 4. So maybe we'll start with that and see where it wants us to go for it. Oh. Okay, maybe we'll not start with that one. Let me see what else we got. Just because that's going to be quite a trip out. Okay, the kokanee. Okay, well, the good news is when we're going for the kokanee, we can also go for the golden trout pretty close by. So what I'm thinking we will start with... no, I need journal. Okay, I wish it would stay on the last page I had it at. Yeah, we got... Okay, I'm guessing that one's another one, like, up in the mountains in that, given, like, what we're seeing there. But yeah, so we want that, so that's going to be up along the way, so that should be just right up there. Okay, no problem to hit that. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check. I'm pretty sure the vehicle call point is actually across the bridge here, isn't it? Yeah, this one is. Okay, well, we'll get the Jeep. We'll drive up to hit that first. Once that's done, we can keep driving up, and then we should be able to hit off a couple of points at the same time. I just want to take a look at the map. Okay, that other challenge that we have to do... I don't think it'll be up here. I don't know if that would be... This goes, like, to the diamond ones or not. Well, we'll at least, again, hit the 2 that are up there in a little bit and see. Yeah, just let me quickly run us over here, hop into the vehicle, and go on our way. I feel like some of these plants are not supposed to be where they are. Okay, well, regardless, let's grab... Yeah, we might as well grab this one with the fire decals. Truth be told, it's probably going to be on fire in a little bit with me behind the wheel, but I think that's kind of understandable now with how I've been tackling the series and trying to drive. So yeah, first up is going to be this cutthroat, which... I mean, it's another one I don't have the hook size written down, but I'm pretty sure it should be a size 4 we want to use for trying to get them. And I'm hoping I'm going the right way. I think there is really, like, the only one road to take north out of that outpost, so it's not going to be that difficult, or that hard to get lost. But I'll need to... You know what? Now I'm second-guessing myself. Let me see, am I? Okay, it is only the one road, so it's... Once we're hitting that, the only footpath there kind of is, will be where we gotta go. Yeah, I feel like something's changed up a little bit when it comes to, like, where some of the objects are in the... Oh, Lord. Okay, good news is... Oh, ow. Okay, good news is I could back out of that. Yeah, I might have to look at the graphics settings, because it is a little laggy and stuttery trying to drive. Thankfully, we don't have to go too far, I believe, until we'll see that foot trail. But I should check and see what my spinning lure setups are. I don't know if I have anything of a hook size 4 that we can use for the cutthroat, so I'll probably have to look at a float setup. We'll still probably be able to catch what we're after, it just might not be as quick as it could be, and I'm pretty sure this is where we need to be. Yeah, that little lake there, that little lake right there. Okay, we just gotta follow this on the footpath up. But yeah, Cabela's is coming along pretty steadily. I'm guessing it's only going to be a couple of weekends or so before we might be done there. And then with that too, we'll also wrap up the Call of the Wild the Angler. I don't feel there's anything to really have to change when it comes to the fishing itself. It feels more so what's going to need to change is... Wait. New water body. I thought I'd been here before for one. Oh, maybe not. It feels like what the angler needs is just like more outside of the fishing. Like, because of how big the map is, it feels so empty outside of going to the water bodies to fish. Like, yeah, you have the river there, but there's all this, there's all this interior here that really doesn't have much, or like, this stretch all down here has not much, or like, from here to there, there's not really a point to it. But I've said that plenty of times before, I don't want to be going over myself too much, so for the cutthroat, egg, spoon, or spinner. So we'll probably want to go for float. Actually, let me do... I'll keep working with the Yago on this. Yeah, 6 is the biggest I've got, so we won't be doing that, so we will go for a float setup. We want to go for 4, and it said, okay, eggs are, We'll put the hot dog for now, and let me double check, what else? Egg, spoon, spinner. Well, red worm, okay, I'm going to try red worm on this. That might be a good call with it having to be, yeah, mid-range for like that bait type. Cast that out. Focus on it, and we'll just wait and see what, if anything, does go for it. But any other changes to Call of the Wild, the Angler, it's mostly just quality of life stuff, so that way it doesn't feel like you have to go to outside sources to get some info. Like when it comes to, trying to figure out the hook sizes to use for certain species. That's just even something like another little heading to say, like, hook size range, and give, like, the smallest to biggest, and let the players figure out in that size range how it steps up. Add in a few more traits, like, do fish like to be more hidden in sheltered areas, so you should cast more to rocks or structures, etc. Again, just more things to kind of help the player get a few little hints on what they could do to help target specific things, as well as, I know it's a broken record, being able to set the time of day manually so you can go fishing whenever time of day you want, so you don't have to wait the multiple hours before nightfall hits. As well as a way to save your catches instead of just, like, having them in a picture. Like, again, I've talked about, if you want to keep the catch and release thing going, okay, sure, how about having it so you can have, you get, like, a replica that you can hang up on a wall. It's not the actual fish, it says it's a replica taxidermy thing. But at least gives you, like, a physical... I shouldn't say physical, given it is all digital. But it's, like, something better you can go and check and see what your catches are. Like, in comparison to how you are standing as the player in the game. And with that, a place you can actually call your own that you could kind of furnish and do some stuff with. It's not really the fishing that's the... I mean, it's a good thing to say the fishing isn't really the weak part of what's holding the angler back, but it feels like there's not a lot really to engage with beyond it. I know that sounds kind of dumb for a fishing game, but it just feels like that's kind of the empty part of it. It's like other fishing games, you do catch and upgrade your gear, sure, but you could also... I don't know, maybe I'm asking for too much? I don't know. I haven't had many comments coming in either on how other people have been finding things for, like, Call of the Wild the Angler. Like, if they feel there's gaps that need to be improved, if the fishing needs to be overhauled to something more, etc. It's been pretty quiet on any, like, comments coming in for that. Yeah, nothing striking yet, so maybe what I'll do is I'll bring that in. Oh, well, there's somebody saying hello at the top there. Oh. Maybe I'll try that right there and see what happens. Because, like, that might be a cutthroat we need right there. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to stop trying to do, is... instead of trying to cast way out into the middle of open water, I know I've talked about this before too, I should cast more along the shores where the fish... not so much the way they're gathering, but it's that way there's not like a big dead space that the float might just be sitting in with nothing really passing by it. I know I don't have the ideal stuff for, like, what it lists as the immediate draws for the fish, but I am hoping that something will get interested in a moment or two here. But yeah, after we're done Emerald Lake, I think what we might do is actually head back to... what is it called? Let me actually check. Not Silver Strand, it's Diamond's Peak, that's it. We'll probably look at trying to go back to Diamond's Peak for some of the challenges that offers. I think I'd like to see about trying to get gear that can handle the Silver Rank lake trout, because if it can handle the lake trout, it should be able to handle anything else species-wise for, like, gold catches. And truth be told, maybe I'll actually try switching up our setup here in a moment to try for bottom feeding. Yeah, like, I got nothing. If I do take a look at the handbook for the cutthroat, easily spooked, hard fighter, jumper, last stand, and sun lover. Now, I don't know if the easily spooked means that I should be, like, further away from the shoreline, or it's more so once it's cast in, you have to wait a while for the fish to calm down, then maybe it'll go for what you've got in there. Yeah, not really seeing anything. I'm going to give it a few more seconds, then if there's no strikes or interest, I'll bring it out. And maybe I'll see about trying a bottom feeding setup. Maybe spook means that it does send the fish into deeper water or something. I don't know, I'm just trying to find some logic with what I'm seeing. That's one of the traits that I think I have pretty steadily is I'm trying to be a problem solver. If I find something that doesn't feel quite right or does feel like it's not meant to be or problematic, I will identify it and try to give input towards, like, feedback for solutions or such. I'm going to get back so I'm not quite as close to the water's edge. And let me see again for the handbook for what they like. It does say grub, shad, and tube. I wonder if I should try jig fishing. I do have a size 4, thankfully. I think it said shad for, I think, truthfully, yeah, grub, shad, and tube. Okay, that's way too close to shore. Let me quick retrieve that. And we'll let that sink to the bottom, and then we'll try jigging and seeing what happens. I'm hoping, because I'm further back, I'm not really being able to have my, like, I'm near the water, so I'm not standing in it to scare any fish. I can't be seen from the water to scare fish. That maybe this bit of distance and trying to back off will help us out. Okay, yeah, we'll do that and see what happens. I probably should have made sure I did close the bail arm before starting to do jigging, because if anything did take it or tried striking the lure, I wouldn't have known to have the hook set. We'll try this for a while and see what happens. If nothing does strike, maybe I'll try going to a hook size of 5 and seeing if maybe I've gotten too big for what I'm after. But trial and error is basically just the name of the game here. Like, it's interesting I'm seeing some of the fish more around the shoreline here now. I wonder if that is because I've taken the steps back. Let's see if I can maybe bring this a little bit more up, and if that could try to bring a bit of a response. We got some jumping, we're seeing some swimming around. Nothing, though, that is really interested in taking it. Like, I have to imagine because of how jigging works, we're not really going to get nibbles, we're just going to get one hard strike and then have to bring in, if anything does go for it. Let me pull in a little bit more line. Not a thing is even interested, though. I'll let it go for another minute, and then I'll try going up to hook size of 5 and just see if we can get anything interested at all. Yeah, I've not gotten anything in. Okay, we'll just slowly reel in. Maybe that'll help draw some attention or focus, but I think we'll aim for going for a hook size of 5. Try to go a bit smaller and see. If I can catch silver, at least that tells me I do have the hook sizing correct. But also just check and see if anything would be interested in us jigging too. Okay, change this out to a 5. Put the shad back on. Actually, not let me do not further cast than that. And we'll see if we can get any action off of this. Again, my only issue that I do have when it comes to fishing with the angler is not when you can't catch the species you're after, but when you cannot catch anything at all. It just feels like you do have it so predictable that once you hit a cutoff point, you get what we've seen in this episode. It's just no activity at all towards your line or setup. Yeah, we'll put it to, say, 30 meters line out. And we'll just try this for another minute or two, see what happens. Now, if we don't have anything off of this, I think next episode we'll switch up to the float fishing again. But I'll see if maybe trying to cast again from further back and not right around the shore does help out more. It's like, even if I catch a silver of them, at least that'll clue me in better, but there's absolutely no draw or desire from what's in there. I'm going to bring it to, we'll go for maybe 25 meters and then let it rest for a while again. Like, at least we can watch the fish jumping as we're trying to kill time and wait it out, but I do think that jig fishing is not cutting it in this location. So yeah, after this next minute is up, then I'll quickly bring the line back in. You know what, I'm going to bring it in right now. And I'm just going to quickly try back to float fishing. That. Go to hook size of 5. Try the red worm. I'm going to try going a little bit deeper. We'll try a 0.5. Nope. Okay, so it is a little further out to the water than I thought. And maybe I'll try going, like, force between the rocks over there or something. See if we have any better luck with this. But it does make me debate on whether I should look at getting... Maybe I should change out all my spinning stuff. Because, like, I don't think I really have anything that would be caught on a hook size of 6 or smaller now. I think everything would be 5 and above. Yeah, I'll have to debate on that more and see. Like, it does feel like you have to know the species you're going for and stop at the main outpost, switch out to have your tackle box with that, and then embark. Which isn't a bad setup or how it does make sense to do, it's just that it is always having to do back to the main one. I think that's what I have to do, is start doing a little bit more pre-planning. write down the list of all the species I'd be going after, figure out what they like for baits, get everything stocked and loaded into the tackle box for that weekend, and then we can spend the entire time just out trying for it. Because it's episodes like this which are going to make me glad when I am done with the angler and we switch out for another series. Because if you can't use that bait to catch the fish, I don't think it should be listed in the handbook for them. Like it says, egg, spooner, or egg, spoon, spinner, worm, bloodworm, red worm, artificial corn, yellow, corn, grub, shad, and tube. You know what? I've been talking about it. I think I am going to bring that quickly in. I'm going to head back to the main outpost because that's the only place you can change your gear. I'm going to see what I can do with the tackle box. I don't think I'm going to bring any of the jigging equipment with me. I think as long as I have the bottom feeding rod, that'll cover me for it.
Well, look who it is, my buckaroo.
Today's special is everything. Everything here is so
Okay,
special,
storage.
and you should buy it all. You've come to the right place.
Okay, that... Oh, actually, you know what? I'll put the scope back in because we don't really need that. Same with the brass monkey. We don't need that for taking out with us. Okay, where am I? Yeah, I've got a spinning rod. I've got the bottom feeding stuff. That should be fine. The reels are okay. The lines... I think I've got the strongest I can have with me right now. Yeah. Okay, so that will go for... Okay, I might actually have to buy one of those. We'll put the 7 in. Put that in that. Okay, great. Not that, not that. That can go in. That's a 7. Those... It doesn't look like I have anything of, like... And there's a hook size 3, but I think that's too big for what I'm after. And there's a 5, but I don't think I have anything I... maybe I will hold on to that. I'll try to go for 5s and 4s. Okay, right, so lures. Okay, let's see, that's hook size 3. No, we want a 4. Yeah, this is going to eat into our funds, but I think having the versatility is going to be helpful for it. I haven't really seen much for popper, so I think I'll ignore that. Same with the frogs. The spoon, I will go for a 5 and a 4 of. Swim bait, I don't think there's been that much I've seen for that. Crankbait, I don't really think is much either, so I think that's all I'll spend there. And, you know what, lines, let me see. Nope. That's a strength of 7. I'm trying to think of what I've got for the feeding. Max line strength, it says that can go up to 6. Okay, let me just quickly check about that, then we'll end the episode. Okay, yeah, there's rods. Okay, so we'll make this our lure spinning. Go for the Iago on that, go for that. And we'll try a... I think we'll start with a 5 spoon and see. Now the other one, I want to see for bottom feeding, that. Yeah, up to hook size, or strength of 6. That one we might try for the lake trout, but we'll get that set up. And yeah, unfortunately there's no other really close fast travel points to that spot there, so we'll have to just go here and then end this episode there. Hopefully next episode, with having tried to change out aiming more for having some versatility in the spin casting, we'll get some things. I think I am around the 5 and the 4 hook size for what we need. So next episode, we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode called Wild the Angler. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video episodes, anglers and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.